Hello, and welcome back to my Facebook or my YouTube page, depending on which one you're watching this on. My name is Jeff. I'm the host for this video, and I review VR headset games for the MetaQuest 2, 3, and 3S. And I do this for people 50 and up. And the reason I do this is because I'm 62. My wife is fast approaching 60. And when we bought our headsets like 4 years ago, we noticed that if we want to review or see a game, ahead of time before we purchase it, so we know if it's good or bad, before we purchase it, we noticed that all the people doing the reviews on Facebook and YouTube typically are, 20, 30, and even 40 years younger than us. And I'm not knocking them. They do a good job for people their age. But for somebody 50 and up, our opinions are slightly different than somebody, say, who's 20 and up. Because, we've lived life. We're now into that stage where we're getting, settled in life. We have houses, we have grandchildren, we have aches, we have pains, and we have health problems, and so on and so forth. So our opinion of life and games and fun is slightly different than somebody who's, 30 years younger than us. So that's why I review these games. So today, we have something I thought was just going to be a really dumbass game, but it's called Power Wash. And it turns out I was completely wrong. And as I described this game to my wife, she couldn't believe that this was an actual game and would be fun. So I had her put the headset on, give it a try, and she found it to be the same as me. It's relaxing, it's challenging, and if you're a person like we are, we like to see things finished. So you want to continue on and continue on and continue on because you want to do a good job. Our generation grew up wanting to do a good job, no matter what the job was, no matter how bad or horrible the job was. We always were somebody they could, employers can rely on because we were that kind of mindset. We wanted to be the best that we could be. And Power Wash Simulator VR is exactly like that. So let's get into the game. So when you first start, you're going to have to start with the tutorial. And it's a pretty simple tutorial. You just have to wash this dirty dog house with a power washer and his dog bowl. Now, you'd think that would only take a few seconds, but you'd be wrong because it has to be absolutely cleaned and get the rust and the dirt off, and it's challenging, and yet it's still fun. So then when you get that done, you move up into the career mode where you have you start with this van, a really filthy, rusty, ugly van, and you take your power washer and you do that. You clean that up, and it's surprisingly very, very what do you want to call it? It's very satisfying when you get it done. When you can finish a mission, you get paid. And as you're doing your mission, there's a little screen that will tell you how close you are to being finished. Now, they're adding more new stuff. There's new updates. Let's see what this is. Alice's Adventure. So you can purchase this, I believe. Yeah, this is a special pack. You can purchase this. I'm going to purchase the Back to the Future one. I haven't done it yet. I'm going to pass on SpongeBob, and I probably pass on Alice, but I'm definitely taking the Back to the Future because I've seen where you have to wash not only the car, but the clock tower in the middle of the city and a few other things. But let's go back. All right, so you go on to your careers. So you start with the van, and you have to wash the van and get all of it done. One of two. I wonder what that's about. And then you move up to, I know. You move up to a house, and you have to do a backyard of a house, and it's amazing. Let's get into this. So I did the van, which it won't let me do it again. I wanted to show you the van. And I cleaned the bungalow. So this is my new job. Let's click on it. And look how filthy that house is. And then you get a rating, of course. You want to get a 5-star rating. If you get it all finished, it's $550 to add to your account. And then you can purchase new equipment. So let's start the job. Like I said, I was very surprised how satisfying this is. I figured maybe, somebody who never had a job before might like this, but I'm 62 years old and I like this. All right, so let's skip this. Wow, there's the van. So I had to wash my van. Turns out this van that I had to wash is my power wash service van. So now we're at this house. And let's look at, you have different nozzles. Here's different nozzles. I have a soap, so I can put on a soap and use that, and you'll have to buy new soap every now and then because you will run out of soap. And different nozzles give you different effects. See, that one's kind of a wide effect. That was a wide, let's see. I think the red one's the one I like the best. There's one that's and you can see how it goes from dirty to clean. And if you miss something, like say for instance, they have dirt in hidden places, you gotta do the bricks, you gotta do all this other. But sometimes on the backside, you have to make sure you get the backside and underside, like under here. That got me on the last house I had to do. I didn't realize that underneath there was dirt. And it analyzes your work to make sure that you've done it and done it well. And as you finish different parts, you will see an invoice, and the invoice will tell you if you finished it and how much of it you finished. I don't think I'm going to get an invoice for just the pipe alone. Let's get that end of that pipe. But like here, let's do the window, because we might get an invoice showing that how much of the window is done. And if you miss the spot, like up there in that corner, like here, see that? You got to keep washing until it's done. So this is a really simple game. It's not like you have to use a lot of brain power to play it. But it's still challenging. It's still very satisfying. You gotta get that edge. If you miss that edge, it will count against you. What'd be cool is if they made this, because if you ever washed a house, you know that dirt that you're washing right now rolls downhill. So it will go down the pane of glass, down onto the house, down onto the ground. You can't miss a spot. There it is. So we got the bling bling, which means the window is done. So let's look at an invoice. So we have 6% of the bricks of the house done, 0% on all these others, 12% on the post, 1 window out of 7. So I got $3 for 1 window out of the 7 windows. Window frame, $4. So I've earned $7 so far. So 2% of the entire job is finished. And you just keep on going. These are your ladders. Point and control, left controller. Squeeze the trigger. So we can make. Oops. I've never done this before. This is new. Point. What was it? Point. So I gotta figure out how to do this. There we go. X button to close. X button. Ooh. So then you can go up on the roof. Oh, look at this roof. It's like some of these houses look like they've been in a forest fire or right outside a forest fire. There's bird dew up here on the roof. Let's put on the red. The red is my favorite. Because red really cleans. I don't know if you saw this, but that little off coloring, the yellowish dark gold, that is like mold. So you have to get the mold off. And the only thing that does this, to get the mold off, is this red one here. This is weird because in reality you wouldn't want to wash the top here and let the water go down into the chimney of the house. But you know, it's virtual reality. You don't have to follow the rules of physics and nature. You just have to have fun. I wonder if we have to go in the backyard and do some of the backyard stuff. See that far wall? A lot of people would miss that. Because if you're not thinking about it, why would you think to get in and upside down inside here? Inside that tin. The covering of the chimney. Oh, look at that. You got to get all the legs all the way around all of the legs. Now, like I said, this game isn't for, you know, somebody who's, you know, looking to shoot zombies or, you know, do an adventure. But it is for somebody who just wants to spend a little time relaxing, enjoying, having a good time. I think we need a different one. Let's go to yellow. There we go. Let's see if we can finish this chimney and get the okie dokie on that. See, I didn't see some of that underneath there. I would have missed it. And here. So they're very particular, so that you don't miss things. And it will tell you, you know, you missed 2% or 1% or 10% or whatever the percentage is. So you can go back. There it is. Got it. Ding, ding, ding. But it's funny because there's been a couple of times where it said I was finished, but yet I noticed a spot somewhere. So let's look at the invoice. All right. Chimney, $10, 100% clean. So far I've made $17. And you got the whole roof, and then you have the backyard. Whoop. You got the backyard to do. So you got to do the fence. Is the fence part of it? Nope. I did one where the fence was part of it, and it was filthy. What about the ball here? You can hit the ball around. That is funny. the ball went out in the street. Dang it. And you have the back steps here. Let's go around the front of the house. You got windows on the side of the house. Uh-oh. The ball went over into the neighbor's house. Or into the street. To the neighbor's yard. Let's see if I can get that ball back. Oh, I can't. I can't. Oh, the farther I can go. So anyways, each location, each thing you have to wash has different difficulties, different needs. Like I said, the last house I had to do the backyard, the fence. How about this garage door? Let's get the garage door and we'll call this a review. I don't want it too short, but I don't want it too long. But you have your choices of different nozzles. You can also, I do have, you can also buy like long nozzles. So it'd be really long and there'd probably be more pressure behind that. So it won't take as long. And if I use soap, the soap would melt that off so it wouldn't take as long. So there's like all kinds of different ways to do this job. And I'm guessing if you use the soap, maybe you'd make a little more money instead of just the pressure washing. And I'm gonna guess in the future there are different locations that's gonna make you use soap instead of just, oh, there you go, the door is done. What's bad or what's fun is when you get towards the end and you think you're finished, and then there's just a little smudge somewhere that you missed, and you're looking and you're looking and you're looking for that smudge, and you can't find the darn smudge, and it'll drive you crazy. And then all of a sudden there it's like right there in front of your face. You're looking at it the whole time, like on the side of this framing of the house. You also have to do like the driveway. Now you have the driveway itself made out of bricks, and then you have the siding. I wonder if I want a wider. There we go. And every time you do a section of something like this, like these sidings for the driveway and the sidewalks and the backyard, it will light up and give you money for a section of it. And then it will say like 1 of 3 sections. Alright, gotta do the side of it. I'm walking right through all of their flower garden. Whoopsie. Now, see this side? Didn't get all of the spots on this side, so that's why it didn't go ka-ching. Oh boy, what did I miss? Alright, so I don't know why that didn't go ka-ching. Maybe I have to do the whole thing? Because it looked pretty clean, didn't it? They may be counting this as one piece instead of 2 or 3. Wonder, let's do the steps. See if the steps will be like one item. There, steps were one item. Alright, so let's get this side. See, now you might miss this back corner and sides to this. And it's one of those things you'll be looking and go, why? Why isn't it clean? And it'll be a little smudge somewhere in a corner that you typically wouldn't look at or care about in real life. Alright, so why doesn't this go clean yet? Now let's look at the invoice. Alright, bricks. 13% done. Oh. So they combined bungalow roof, 1% done. Chimney, 100% done. Garage door, 100% done. Steps, $5, clean. Window frames, $4, 20% done. Windows, 14% done. So I've made $32 so far. And then, like I said, you go in and you buy. Let's see if I can buy things. Yes, I can go in and buy different power washers, different cleaning liquids, different clothing. So the suit I'm in is I think the standard suit. Modifications. You can buy all kinds of fun stuff. So when you're done, everything will sparkle. But you have the ladder to work on. You have this little step stool. So you can get on a step stool if you had something high up above that you needed to clean. Let's get the door done. How about that? See, now I can't stop because I'm addicted to cleaning, which is weird because I don't like to clean in real life. But then again, I'm an old man, and you'll probably see me out with my hose actually cleaning my driveway in the side of my house. So this isn't really that far from reality. See, but now in reality, the dirt from the door would fall down onto the nice clean cement. So they should make it where you have to do it in a particular order, or the dirt runs downhill. Yeah. All right, so the front door is done, the frames are done, the steps are done. I was afraid they were going to make me do the top side of those window frames so that you get it 100% clean, but they're not going to make me do it this time. So that is the review. It's pretty short, pretty easy, and is addicting. It's amazing how addicting this is, because you just want to finish the job. You want to get it done. At least if you're 50 and up and you have those morals that we grew up with, the standards, that you always want to do the best job that you can possibly do, then this game would be addicting for you, like it is for me and my wife. After I'm done recording, I bet you I'm going to probably finish the house, just because I can't leave it unfinished. You can come back to it, of course, later if you wanted to. But I'm the kind of person who would just want to get it done, finish it. It's kind of like I am with the VR games. I love to finish VR games. I try to play it from beginning to end. There you go. And I probably have finished probably 20 to 30 different games from beginning to end in the easiest, at least the easiest level. If I'm good at it, I will continue on and try to finish it in every difficult level that they have. For instance, Crash Land. Crash Land has like 5 difficulty levels. It's a great game. If you've not seen it, it's like my 3rd or 4th review. It was in the early, maybe within the top 10 first reviews that I did. It's a wonderful game, and it has 5 difficulty levels. And I started out with the easiest one, and I moved up and moved up and moved up, and it took forever to get through the last difficulty level. So go check that game out. That's for the Quest 2 or 3 or 3S. It's an older game, and it just didn't have the advertising and the money spent on it to get people. Plus, there was a game called Crash Land that was totally different on like the PlayStation and that kind of thing. Totally different game, and people probably thought it was the same game, but it's not. But anyway, I'm just rattling on about a different game while I'm cleaning this one. Oh. As you see, it is so addicting. And it is relaxing, because I'm just sitting down. I'm sitting in a chair in my living room. Your arm will sometimes get tired from holding the thing out, but you can bring your arm closer to your body if you want to. And if I use my soap, let's see if I can put my soap on here. How do I do that? Ah, there we go. Look how easy that is now. Spray some soap on it. Then go back to, I think it was the green. Did I have the green on there? Oh yeah. So you had to put the soap on it first. Makes getting the dirt off a little simpler, a little easier. You got to pay attention to what turns blue and goes ka-ching, because you may get the window clean and get a ka-ching, but you might not get the door frame or the window frame clean. There you go. So that was the window frame, and I still have spots on the window itself. There's the window. Then we got another window and a door. What's on this side of the house? Ah, nothing. So one more window and I will have completed the windows. And I'm sure you're probably you're getting sleepy, because it is so relaxing playing this game. You're only challenging yourself. You're not being challenged by a friend or a foe. No enemies. You're just challenging yourself to do a better job. Here, let me put some soap on that. Gotta put some soap on the door too while I'm at it. And they have different types of soap for different materials, like wood, metal, bricks. I have no idea what that soap was for. Oh, the frame is done. Now all that's left is the window itself. And you can see little smudges of dirt in these corners. And sometimes those things will get you. There. Alright. And it seems like the soap helps. Frame is done. Now for the door. And that should finish the doors. Look at that. There was tiny little smudge of dirt right at the tip of my thing here. You see that? And here, if you miss those, you don't look close, you miss them, and you won't get 100% of the pay until you finish it. So you can get 50% of the pay or 30%, but who wants 30% of the pay when you can do a good job? So that window is clean. I just have the door itself left. There we go. All right, let's look at the old invoice. See what kind of money I've made so far today. $82. Chimney's done. Door frames are done. 2 doors, 2 door frames. Garage doors done. Steps are done. Window frames, 4 out of 5. Oh, there's a 5th frame somewhere. Oh, 99%. So one of my frames, I'm missing 1%. So there's the challenge. Finding out which, was it a window frame? Yeah, it was a window frame. And it could be just a little smudge that you can't see. At least not without searching. Ah, is that it? No? So we'll go back and do all the window frames. And see which one I missed. Is it the underside? Because when you get the frame, see how you get the frame wet? It turns darker in color. So sometimes you mistake the smudges of the dirt, actual dirt, with the discoloration from the water. Let's go to the side. Got to figure out which window it is. Because it will give you the ding, even though it's not 100% done, which is weird, but that's just the way it's developed. I'm going to do the underside of the frame, because that could be what's holding me up. Let's look at the invoice. Window frame. It was down here, wasn't it? 99%. I'm still a window frame. 4 out of 5. What window am I missing? Is there a window up top? No. Window on the side? It's 99% done. So whichever it is, as you see, I'm kind of anal about this. I want to get that last 1%. Not this one. Alright. Let's see if after I clean this window frame, to the underside. There it is. It was the underside of this window. So now we go back to the invoice and it should read 100%. All right, where is it? Window frames, 5 of 5, clean. So, whoo. This is going to be quite the challenge. I still have a long ways to go. We got the bricking of the house, the walls of the house, the roof. That's going to take a lot of time because that roof has got a lot of bird droppings on it. It's got a little mold on it. It's a huge surface because you got 2 sides. This is going to be quite the job to do. But for now, I've taken enough of your time. Let's get there it is. It's called Power Wash Simulator VR. Now, this is an excellent game for younger kids, too. You know, the Quest isn't supposed to be used by anybody under the age of 13, but if you've gone into multiplayer games, you know there's kids as young as 5 or 6 playing this game. But this is good for, your preteens and your teenagers. Give them a little sense of job and wealth, not wealth, but worth. And you can have them, clean the house here. And if they get it 100%, they win money in the game. And maybe you can bribe them with some cash in real life if you have like grandchildren or children. But it's a fun game. It's an addicting game. I enjoy this game. My wife enjoyed it the few minutes that she played it, and she got addicted to it. I didn't think it was going to be anything. I thought it was just going to be a silly kind of power wash game, and it turned out to be quite stimulating. Very, very stimulating, very satisfying. When you finish this job, you really feel satisfied. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it an 8. An 8 because it is challenging. It's still fun. It's still stimulating to the mind. It's I don't know, it's an 8. It's a definite 8. I was amazed. I thought I would have rated this, under 5, but no. It's addicting. It's an addicting, fun game. So if you're, a teenager or preteen, or if you're 50, 60, 70, even 80 years old, I think you might enjoy this game. It's up to you now after seeing this video to decide for yourself. But don't forget, you get to buy new nozzles, new soaps. As the jobs go, they get bigger and bigger and bigger and harder and harder and harder. And this is the kind of game where, as you saw earlier, they're continuing to add new and exciting things to the game, new DLCs. And this is something that this game could go on for a very long time, because they can just come up with new and different things for you to wash. So until next time, my name is Jeff. I want to thank you very much for hanging out all the way to the end of this video. Help me, help you, help me. If you can give it a thumbs up on Facebook or on YouTube, that really helps. Because if you have 100 people view this video and like only 1 or 2 people give it a thumbs up, it doesn't rank well with YouTube or with Facebook. It says, well, people watched it, but they didn't like it. So we don't want to push this video to the front of the line and allow other people to see it because not enough people liked it. So if every person who watches would hit the thumbs up, that would help me a lot. Also, if you have any questions about this game or hints and tips, I know I'm still very new at this game. If you have a hint or a tip on how to make this game even more fun, put it down in the comments or any of my other videos. As of this point, I think I'm in my 70s. This is like a 70-something video, 75, 76, something like that. So, go back and check out my other videos if you like this one, and maybe you'll like other games that I have reviewed. So, and also comments, like I said, comments, sharing, and if you follow on Facebook and if you subscribe on YouTube, it doesn't cost you a thing. All it does is let you know on YouTube that I posted more videos, or on Facebook, it'll let you know I posted a new video. No money involved whatsoever. I am not making money. I have no sponsors. I don't plan on making money and having sponsors, so I can give honest and open reviews so that you can look at it and decide for yourself if you want to purchase a game or not. So until next time, thank you very much, and bye-bye.